Hello everyone, welcome back to the computer science course. Today we're going to consider topic computer architecture again. However, we're going to consider the topics starting from 2.1.5 until 2.1.8. So these topics consider the persistent storage and the secondary memory, functions of an operating system, software applications, and common features of applications. So let's start from the basic term, what does secondary memory means. Otherwise, it could be called a secondary or auxiliary storage, and it's relatively slow memory that may be written to, just like random access memory, which means that you can change the contents of the storage. For example, you can delete, change, and etc. with the data that is stored in the storage. And however, it's also non-volatile, just like random read-only memory, which means that if the power is lost, the data that is stored in the storage wouldn't be lost. So here the same thing is written, that the contents of the memory are not whipped if power is lost but is persistent, and that's why secondary memory is also known as persistent storage. And secondary memory has relatively high capacity to hold data compared to primary memory. So secondary memory devices, here are some examples of them. As for example, as the most I think famous ones are CD, DVD, flashcards, and stuff like that. So why do we at all need the secondary storage? So if we will just store everything in the CPU, so port C9 CPU, it has no permanent storage and it's only registers, and they can store a little amount of informations. So if we store results or data in the RAM, RAM is volatile, so if you turn off the computer, all the contents will be lost. So as in the end of the day, we will still need the secondary persistent storage. And let's compare and contrast primary and secondary memory, because it will be asked from you in the examinations, summative works or formative works. So let's look at them. Similarities are quite straightforward and also very logical. So first of all is that they are both in the memory system, they both store data, and both require to run computer, which means that they are very important, because without them, computer won't work. Differences are that primary memory is temporary, which means that all the contents will be lost. So it's volatile, and if the power is lost, the contents as well is lost. And secondary memory is permanent, which means that it's non-volatile, and even if the power is lost, the contents will be still there. Primary memory is directly accessible by processor CPU. As we saw in the last lesson, the RAM primary memory is directly by the buses connected to the CPU. However, secondary memory is not directly accessible by the CPU. And computers are equipped more with secondary memory rather than primary, because secondary memory has a lot bigger amount of place where the data could be lost, could be stored, and it's more efficient. Let's talk about virtual memory. It's a bit hard to understand, but I think we could try. So virtual memory is a memory management technique where secondary memory can be used as if it were a part of the main memory. And virtual memory is a very common technique used in operating systems of computers. Let's look closer at it by the use of the example. For example, primary memory stores all the applications or windows that you open on your computer. And let's imagine that you're doing your design summative assessment in 10th grade. So for your summative, you need to open Java application, so just you can write your program. So it takes half of your primary memory. Then you open WhatsApp web because you want to chat with your friends. So you open it and it's it takes this amount of place on your primary memory. And then you need to open web browser because you want to look at some programs or search for some commands that you want to write in order for your program to work. So you open, for example, Google Chrome, and it takes this amount of place. And now you want to screenshot all the parts of your programming part and store all the screenshots in the Word file document. And you open the Word, however, Microsoft Word, however, it takes this amount of place. And here, as you can see, only this amount of place is left free. And if a computer could use only primary memory, you should, in this case, close one of the windows. However, you don't need to, because there are one feature of the OS that secondary memory can be used as primary memory. So some part of the information, for example, this blue one, is copied and then transferred to secondary memory and stored there. For example, your web browser, while you're not using it. And so you open the Word file, and now you have the place to open it. Then you again need the browser, and the browser opens. However, the WhatsApp web, for example, is copied to secondary memory, and while you are not using it, and so it continues until you close one of the windows. So basically, virtual memory is the secondary memory that is used as if it was a primary memory. Now let's talk about the OS. What is it? OS is an operating system, and it is a set of software that controls the computer's hardware resources and provides services for computer programs. It's a very important part of a computer system since it acts as an intermediary between software applications, like programs, and the computer hardware. So computer hardware, the computer language, as you know, is a low language, and people usually can't understand it. It's very hard to understand, and users have another language that computer can understand. So in our case, user, for example, opens application, and then application is and the needs of the user is accomplished by the operating system, and then it's transferred to hardware. So user, by its own natural language, commands to the computer to open something, and operating system just translates it from the user's language to the computer one, so that computer can do the instructions from the user. There are several operating system functions that you need to learn. It provides a user interface, does memory management, does peripheral management, allows multitasking, and provides security. Let's talk about all of them separately. You will need to learn all of them and all their functions, because it's again going to be examined. And to remind you, 60% of the computer science course is consistent from the theoretical part, and only 40% from the practical. So you need a lot of things to memorize in this course. So first of all, user interface. OS has to provide a link between the user and computer hardware, so it uses different graphical elements for user to use it. For example, if you want to open application, you can just click on the icon for example, to the icon of the application, or you can click to the menu bar and press the save the file button, and that's all. So it's easy for you to communicate with the computer hardware. So the user interface has 4 types. First of them are graphical user interface, GU. It's the one that has menus and icons. So yes, all the graphical part is connected with the graphical user interface. Next one is command line interface, CLI. It's where the user types in codes. So, for example, when user commands something to the computer, all the commands are translated to the computer as code. Next one is natural language interface, is NLI. It's where the user speaks to the interface with its own natural language. For example, all of the icons of the applications on your computer are like written in your natural language. English, for example, English, so that you can understand what is going on. And the next one is menu-based interface MBI. It's which the user a selection of options, which gives the user a selection of options. So just computer menu that you know. You need to also learn all the abbreviations like GU, CI, CLI, NLI, and MBI, because it's going to be tested, and all the questions should be like, what does GU mean? What are the differences between CLI or NLI, and stuff like that. Again, pros and cons, you need to learn it. You can find it in book, computer science book. So it's page 84 for book, and if you want it in PDF file, if you have it in PDF file, you can just type 97 and it's the page of the PDF file. Here are some pros and cons. You can, I think, learn only one of them because in some of the formatives it's only asked to list only one pros and cons. So here, the pros of command line interface. It's easier to implement by a programmer, requires less memory to run, can be run on computer system without a graphical monitor, quicker to type commands than to use a mouse. Experienced user may find it useful. And its cons is user needs to remember specific commands hard for new users to use. Graphical user interface. Pros is that users do not need to remember specific commands, easier for new users to use. Users use icons to remember commands. Commands are grouped in menus and toolbars. And its cons are that more complex to implement by a programmer, requires more memory, and requires a graphical monitor and pointing devices. So you can again learn only one of them, and that's all I think that you need to have to know for your formative or summative assessment. Next one are NLI or MBI. So NLI, it's pro that user do not have to learn the syntax or principles of practical languages. So as you know, NLI is our natural language, English. However, a voice interface might need training to get the software to recognize what the user is saying. So voice interface, like when you say something, it needs to have some training so that software can adapt to what this user is saying. About menu bar icons. Oh no, how it was called? Menu-based interface. So it's quicker, easier, and cheaper. So you can just press to the menu and find everything you need. However, it often requires you to access multiple menu screens to perform simple functions. For example, you press menu, then it appears like the list, and you press on the one of the aspects, and it opens another menu bar and stuff like that, and it requires you a lot of not necessary actions for you just to reach some simple thing. Next function of the operation system is memory management. Memory management is done by keeping track of storage devices like HDD and controlling which application has access to which area of memory, RAM. So OS controls both secondary and primary storages, memories, and each location in memory can be read, modified, and written by the OS. When the memory location is full, the OS sends a confirmation message. Similarly, the OS provides the file management services by sorting out where data is stored and on disk drives and memory. The OS allows users to organize files in order in folders, as well as to copy and delete files. So if you have some files stored on your computer, you can change the name, you can organize files in the folders, change their contents, you can copy the file or delete it, as you will. Next OS function is peripheral management. So keyboard, mouse, monitor, and printers are controlled through device drivers. So for example, your headphones that you connect to your computer, or mouse or keyboard, everything is controlled by the application, by the operating system. And yes, so peripheral, it addresses to the peripheral devices, those ones that are like additionally comes to the computer. And the device driver is a software program which allows a hardware device to be used by the OS. They act as translators between the devices and the computer system. Next function is multitasking. The OS coordinates the work. So multitasking, it generally refers to the OS function. For example, when you open the multiple windows, you don't need to close one window to open another. You can open 2 or 3 or 4 windows simultaneously at the same time, and the OS operating system will still work. So it's basically what is the multitasking. The OS coordinates the working of different programs by allocating the CPU time between different programs based on time and priority of the software application. Each task running is given a slice of time or turn on the CPU. Each task has to wait its turn unless it's given a higher priority by the OS, in which case it gets more or longer time slices. Next one is security. So OS prevents unauthorized access. For example, when you open a computer, you need to type your, for example, you need to type your user nickname. For example, IB student, and then enter the password QWERTY1 просительный and it ensures security of the system through usernames and passwords, as I said before, and the OS protects files from the other users reading or writing files. So if you have files on your computer, it will be opened only on your computer, and other people can't access it. Now we are done with the operating system. Let's talk about application software. An application software is a computer software developed specifically to aid a user to perform any specific tasks. There are a lot of them, 7 different applications. Let's talk first about word processors. It's a computer program that provides special capabilities beyond that of a text editor, like WordPad or texts. For example, here the example taken from the book. It's Microsoft Word, an example of a word processor, or Google Documents, for example. Next one is spreadsheet. It's an electronic document in which data is arranged in the rows and columns of a grid and can be manipulated and used in calculations. As example, Microsoft Word spreadsheets, OpenOffice Calc, and here Microsoft Excel. The example again taken from the book. Next one is database management systems, or DBMS. Again, learn the abbreviature, it's going to be needed. It's a computerized data keeping system. So example, MySQL or PostgreSQL, or the program that you worked before in the 10th or 9th grade, Microsoft Access. Yes. The next one is email clients, a computer program used to access and manage the user's email, Microsoft Outlook or Mozilla Thunderbird, or the system that we use in our everyday life, like Gmail. So here is Microsoft Internet. I think yes. The examples are a bit. Yes. Here is the example of the email application. I messed up the places of the examples. Now let's talk about browsers. I think everyone knows what it is. It takes you anywhere on the internet. It retrieves information from other parts of the web and displays it on your desktop or mobile device, like Internet Explorer or Google Chrome. Here is the example, Microsoft Internet Explorer. Next one is computer-aided design, CAD, technology for design and technical documentation, which replaces manual drafting with an automated process, like AutoCAD or CD3DC Max. Here is the example, Autodesk AutoSAD. And next one is graphic processing software. It's a program or collection of programs that enable a person to manipulate images or models visually on computer, like CorelDRAW or Inkscape or well-known Photoshop. Here is an example, Microsoft Okay, so one of the examples is Photoshop. Now let's talk about our next topic. It's features of the application softwares. So the applications includes the toolbar. First of all, a toolbar is a GUI element on which buttons, icons, menus, or other input or output elements are placed. So here is one of the examples. So this one is Word toolbar, as you can see on Microsoft Word or Excel or Google Documents and other applications. Next one is menu. A menu is a GUI element that displays a list of commands that can be chosen by the user to perform various functions. Yes, so I think everyone knows what it is. And next one is dialog boxes. A dialog box is a GUI element that is used to communicate information to the user and allow him or her to respond by choosing an option from a list of specific choices. So yes, when you, for example, close the application, the dialog box, doing it to save the changes may appear, like save, don't save, or cancel. And the last part of our today's lesson is the application feature called WIMP. So it's GUIs provide ways that allows users to understand and interact with computer system in a more direct and natural way than CLI. And GUIs are described using the acronym WIMP, which stands for Windows, Icons, Menus, and Pointers. You should learn what does it stand for because it's going to be asked on your papers. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.